Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, this is another video coming to you by Scrubby. I just had a couple thoughts I wanted to share with you guys today. The new Last of Us story trailer actually came out, and that's what's causing this video to come about. I actually realized in my previous videos I mentioned a couple YouTubers, or maybe one, but I didn't actually elaborate. So what got me started on talking about this in the first place was I saw a video by a girl named Trillium, basically talking about The Last of Us leaks, the memes, that kind of stuff. She also mentioned another YouTuber by the name of Andrew Hybeck. I went to his channel and he had a great video as well. And another meme video that he put out, which just cracked me up yesterday. So I just wanted to definitely mention them, and I'll put their channels below. Please go ahead and check them out as well. They are just as opinionated as me and probably a little bit more factual about the entire situation. But I did want to go ahead and get into the story trailer that Naughty Dog released today, just because, like I said, I give you guys my honest thoughts. I definitely felt something when I watched that trailer, just, having such a connection to Ellie growing up and such. There were a couple quotes that I really liked. The one at the beginning of the trailer, Joel says, "I know you wish things were different. I wish they were different, but they ain't." And I kind of think that sums up this entire situation in general. Like how, I really do wish that the development of this game was different. I wish that Naughty Dog had treated their employees differently, not laid off 70% of their workforce, not turned this beloved game into an identity politics thing. There was another quote, I think that was just pandering, at the end of the trailer. It says, "We could have killed you," which obviously I think it was one of Abby's henchmen that's saying this, and Ellie says, "Maybe you should have." Like, it seems like they're turning Ellie to a little bit of the dark side, which, I don't mind. I don't mind them going down that route. I kind of thought that was going to happen. You notice, Joel's in this trailer a lot at the beginning, but there's nothing of him, later on. I'm sorry if I look exhausted. I actually just woke up a little bit ago. I was up all night, just researching different stuff. Let's see what else I can go into here. So, definitely have to praise the graphics. That's probably the best graphics that I've seen on a console game besides Red Dead Redemption 2 and Cyberpunk, I would say. Just for how, the lighting and the music together. I definitely think this would be a good gaming experience. You sit down and you play the actual game. I think, it'll probably feel pretty good. But it's just, everything surrounding the game, I do not agree with. I have decided I will not purchase this game day one, or day onward, until Naughty Dog kind of turns face a little bit. I probably won't be supporting them from here on out. That's just my personal decision. And a lot of my friends, feel the same way. My best friend in that I communicate with probably every day. I'm sure a lot of you out there have your chat that you communicate with your friends with. He's done with Naughty Dog. I'm done with Naughty Dog. It's kind of like Bethesda or EA. It's just one of those companies that's kind of blacklisted in our hearts and, the gamer mindset. Because I just, I don't agree. But, also, along with the trailer, I know this image has been showed off before, but Ellie, her body just being, it looks like she was just in a damn UFC fight. She looks like she got tore up. It's a very dark in tone trailer. Not surprised about that, but I have to say it was a good trailer. Joel looks, he looks like me, just beaten down by the world. My favorite character in The Last of Us. I really like Tess. In the first game, Tess and Bill, they were great supporting characters. But Joel, Joel and Ellie make the game. And it seems like a lot of people, like I said, who love the first game, you know, they're not shilling out and pandering to this game. They don't love it, and I do not blame them. The trailer as well. I don't know how a lot of you guys feel about this. I like, you know, visceral, brutal gameplay. That trailer, it was like disgusting. You know, some of the kills. I don't know. You can slow it down. I think not Heels versus Babyface, maybe Geeks and Gamers, another one of those channels. They kind of slowed down the frames and showed, you know, just the knife impact and stuff like that. That shit is crazy. Very visceral. I think, you know, it'll be good. Say what you will, I think this will advance console, you know, the linear kind of story progression, cinematic gameplay. Yeah, I have to call a spade. Like, I saw that Red Dead kind of push the whole open world aspect, even though, you know, some of the mechanics, it kind of, what's the term? They kind of labeled that game a walking simulator. I thought it was one of the best games of that year that I played. I think it was a great follow-up to the last Red Dead Redemption, but I do agree that, you know, a lot of the stuff that you did, it was so tedious, and it had the kind of effect where, you know, in Grand Theft Auto or any open world game, you have to go from point to point where, you know, there's 6 miles or whatever, and you have to, you know, just follow, and the only thing you get is exposition the entire time. And for a lot of people, that's, think of like a streamer, like a Dr. Disrespect, somebody that has to have that second-to-second gameplay. They're not into stuff like that, okay? You know, their blood pressure goes down, you know, when they see that, and they hate it. They'll click off, they'll uninstall the game immediately, and I do not blame them for that. But I do think in terms of the graphics and the fidelity on the PlayStation, which, you know, has been great. You know, nobody's going to come out and say this game, you know, will not perform well. I'm sure Digital Foundry will do a report and say this game is crazy, you know, what's the term? Not proficient, but very reliable. You know, it'll run well on you probably on the base PlayStation 4. I will not doubt it'll be 30 frames, 60, not 60 FPS, but 30 frames locked. And it'll run great, probably on the PS Pro. It'll look great as well. I do kind of look forward to looking at some of the full story. Like, I want to read the synopsis of the full story when it comes out. I probably won't watch like the game movie, you know, I'm not going to go that far, but I will watch, you know, the little snippet of the ending, if there's a montage, something like that, just to kind of, you know, I don't want to talk about something if I don't actually know what I'm talking about. If, you know, I'm not going to sit there and say I know about something if I haven't actually researched it. And so that's definitely what I'm going to do. And I may make a video, again, on The Last of Us post-launch, or if any other huge news comes out. The last thing I do want to say, the likes and dislikes on Neil Druckmann's video, the last time I saw it, it was 25,000 likes, okay, to 80,000 dislikes. Okay, and I want you to kind of think about that. That is what... That ratio is not great. Let's just put it that way. It's basically a 1 to 4 like to dislike ratio. They won't acknowledge that. You know, they're cowards. Neil Druckmann, as they say. That dude, spineless. That's all I can say. And there's not really a lot. I definitely want you guys to check out, again, as I said, Trillium and Andrew Hybeck's videos, which I will link below. If you guys are interested in further content, I do have some exciting things coming up that I am excited to show you guys. It'll be definitely less of these style of videos where I'm in front of a camera, and it may be more of like a commentary, you know, where I'm playing over a game, playing over, you know, just anything. We may do some just chat. We may do some, you know, where we're surfing through the internet just to find some crazy stuff. Definitely going to do some streaming. I'll go ahead and tell you guys, I'm planning on getting a computer. I know I may have mentioned that in my previous video, but I've saved up, and I definitely want to go ahead and invest in a PC game. That way I can play primarily Escape from Tarkov and other games with my friends, because that's where Everybody is. You know, a couple of people are on Warzone on PlayStation. A couple of people, you know, the BRs, but no, most of my friends aren't playing on PlayStation. They're on PC, and I do not blame them. So I'm going to go ahead and make the switch. Probably going to be getting a Skytech computer. And I'll definitely update you guys, maybe show it off once I get it, if you guys would be interested in that. But until next time, guys, it has been great. I love speaking to you guys. I'm so surprised at the amount of people that have actually watched these videos. I mean, it's hundreds at this point. So I'll continue pumping them out if you guys watch them, and if there's anything you would like to see or like to make a comment on, I would love to hear it. And I hope you guys are staying safe during this time. And it's been great.